Jiaqing, thank you for talking to us. And today's first question is, when organizing a large event, how do you assign tasks and ensure that everyone is performing at their best?
Okay, for different student representatives, they have different benefits, they have different advantages. For example, like Xia Zishan is also she's major is in BBA also, and she can organize things well. So she is going to be the person who helped me to manage the student representative. And on the other hand, for example, like Li Peihan is person like you guys right now is very nervous. So he is kind of the thing maker. So he will make some jokes to decrease your nervous. So for the big events, or no matter what kind of event, like our month, like the UPN opening, the new semester start, they are going to the UPN, they are coming to UPN. That is kind of our first year we are handling. And then during that event, I kindly assign different student representatives to the places they're most suitable. So if they are on the spots they are most suitable, so they can have more advantages to show off. And then if you assign the student representative for anything in your organization, if they are on their different spot, which is they are not familiar with, that will be troublesome because they don't know what to do, and then they will make the scene, and then you need to clear it out.
And next question, and we know the student union is a big family, and more different people come from different countries. So how do you establish close and informative cooperative relationship with members of the student union with different personalities?
Okay, for example, our right now is ambassador just for IPP for right now, and ambassador actually has 3 different nationalities. First one is China, second is Malaysia, and then the third one is Indonesia. So these 3 countries people have different cultural backgrounds, which is the most and high possibility to cause the conflict. That's the main reason. You need to break down with the cultural barriers first. But if you want to break down the cultural barriers, the first step you need to do is to get through it. You need to know what is their cultures. You need to understand them. You need to understand their backgrounds. You need to understand why they are thinking like this, why they are doing like this, why they are behaving like this. Actually, to be honest, in UKM, especially in IPP, because we have the highest volume of Chinese students, we have a lot of conflict just because of the cultural barriers. For example, the Chinese are thinking the local are not understanding them or not accepting them, but in fact and the local is always thinking the Chinese are rude. But in China Chinese way, that is the problem. So we just don't know each other's their cultural barriers, their cultural backgrounds. They don't know their personality. So to clear off all of the conflicts, the first step is we need to know them, and then secondly is respecting them. For example, we are right now currently have a lot of issues with Muslims, right? For Malaysian, the local Malay, they are Muslims. So we need to respect them. For example, you don't smoke in the campus because that is kind of break their law. So that's the main problem. And if you are dealing with Malaysian Indian, they have a lot of Christian and also Indian. So you need to respect their culture also. You need to respect them. Don't violate what they don't like. For example, the Indian don't eat beef. You better don't know and then talk to them. Do you like to eat this and this? What that will be very unpleasant. So, and also for the Muslims, you can observe what they need. For example, you don't have too many connections with the local, with somebody, especially you are junior. You actually can observe them, how they do, what they don't do. And then you can know what is things you can do with them, what are the things you cannot do with them. And also their personality is also the same. You can observe. For Malaysian Chinese, they must work hard. So they are more like our Chinese people because they are also very hardworking person. For the local Malays, they are very steady. They every time is steady or just steady. So they are more preferred to the steady with smoothly, like slowly do everything. And then I'm not too much familiar with Indians, but no matter what, if you cannot make friends, at least one with them to know their culture, you can serve them people. Also, you can observe their behavior.
Okay, thank you. And my last question is, what do you think leadership qualities do you think the president of the student union should possess?
I think the student union should have more efficiency because for right now we have a lot of works. Okay, let me tell you, I am one of the founder of this student club. I'm the first Chinese people, the lecturer appointed. So actually at that time you need to learn a lot of things. But for right now, our students, because I am the person like I like to help, and then if anything comes to me, I'll help them directly, not assigned to too many people, which is also my disadvantages, and also it's my advantages because it's more direct. When they don't familiar those kind of issues very well like me, and then they don't have too many connections with the campus, so they need time and procedures. But for right now, what I'm thinking is I need to let them to handle more tasks. And then in the future, after graduation, they can handle by themselves, not just rely on me for this graduation students. So another one, like I mentioned before, is efficiency because sometimes just 1 minute for one thing, very simple thing, they probably will take too long. So that is the thing they need to figure out. And then if they don't know anything, they can ask. Not like a lot of students actually is scared because I am very technical person. I'm very aggressive. So they need to learn more things and how to deal with it and the solution of each task of the student.
Okay. I think you are very responsible and passionate leader of the student union. But I want to know, as a student union leader, how do you manage your time and energy to keep your career going?
Actually, I have 3 different occupations. The first one is being a student. The second one is actually I'm a business. I'm a businesswoman. I have my own company business. And then the third one is you can see I am the student representative, or you can see probably I have a boyfriend. So this is really good section. But like what I answered the question during our this new semester coming out, that event, you need to sacrifice. For me, I don't have the independent time. I don't have the too many me time. I don't have the time to spend with my friends because I need to focus. And as a student, you must really maintain your GPA, and then you must finish all of your tasks, and then you need to complete your individual assignment and group assignment. So that's actually don't take me a lot of time. I'm very fast learner, and at the same time, I need to manage my company. I need to provide information to my colleagues and then myself. And then the third one is my personal romantic relationship, which is actually we are already stable. So that is don't cost me too many time. You need to manage your time. For example, you need to have your own schedule. And then each schedule arrives, you need to do what? You need to immediately do, not let's go later, let's delay a bit. No. Everything is about efficiency. As long as you have the enough efficiency in your life, you can have a lot of time for you to do different things. To be honest, I have a few companies, not just one. So you must manage your time well. Even 1 minute is can give you a lot of ideas, can help you to deal with 2 to 2 cases. For example, you can transfer your message from the student to the campus or coordinators. So efficiency is really important in my life, really, really important. I only count that.
Okay. And the second question is, what growth and challenges have you experienced while leading the student union, and what experiences have influenced you?
Actually, the first of the time is languages because I can speak a little bit Malay, not that much, not very well. And then when you talking to the student union, for example, if a lot of Malay are there, because I'm actually the only one who is always attend all the meetings, and especially my position is like that because I'm the vice president of the student union. So the language is the first one. You need to understand what they're talking. And the second one is sometimes some meeting of you, your conflict with your class. You need to get approval from your doctor or lecturer, and then you need to attend the meeting because some of the meetings are really important. And then those both are really you cannot because your time, your schedule, you need to give, cannot. And then the challenges, the most challenging me is actually the relationship. Actually, I'm very aggressive. I'm very, very aggressive, which is I'm fierce. A lot of students are scared. They don't think I have too many patience or something like to deal with the issue. Actually, even I am angry and I'm still dealing with the problem. But that is not that good. So that is a new challenge for me, which is maintaining my calm down and maintaining my temper. So that is kind of the biggest challenge for me for right now. But if you are asking me for the first time what is the most challenging is uncertainty. You don't know will you do that well or will you do that not well, and also keeping everything in record is also very important because sometimes if you transforming the message which is the mistake, as long as you can have the resource, you can have the record, that is not your problem. So challenge is you need to think, no matter what kind of things, you need to think first. What is the best solution? What will keep your secure? What will keep your ambassador who is under your support secure, not scared, safe. And then after you all of done this, you need to increase your efficiency. You have 2 main things to do. So in conclusion, the first one, as I always say, efficiency. The second one is think. The third one is my own temper. So that is the 3 challenges I'm facing or I face.
Okay, thank you for sharing.
How do you handle conflicts and disagreements with students in?
To be honest, I don't allow conflict. I really don't allow. To avoid those conflicts, I will let my students representative to know each other very well. So no matter what kind of thing or what kind of casino or anything comes out, my student union always together. They always help each other. But I cannot admit that. I cannot deny, which is at the first time I got 2 student ambassadors we have conflict, but I don't allow it. So I talk to the patient and then I talk to them. I figure out what is the problem. Actually, it's not a problem. So after we figure out everything, and then we shake hands, and then I make them shake hands, and then after that, every time if they have the problem, I don't allow conflict. You guys can calm down to talk, but don't conflict, don't fight in front of me. I don't allow that. But on the other hand, that kind of help you to build relationship because Malaysia is a foreigner country to me, to us, to all of the Chinese. You need backups and friends, especially the friends with well understanding and well known with your colleagues in school, especially the student union. That is kind of your most strong backup because those students know more and you guys are working together more. Like I always say, it's the most important thing is understanding. You must understand who is in front of you who's your friend and what is their personality, and then what they can do for you, and then why you need to have a good relationship with them. Also, if they have the good relationship, like for instance, hey Chris, because they have the kind of thing like, I met you, I see you, you know what I should do.
Another question, how do you motivate your team members to stay productive?
Okay, to be honest, our student representative have their own advantages and benefits. For example, we are going to see all of the coordinators of different subjects. So our coordinator now knows them, and then they're going to have their own certification, which is our faculty is appointed you as an ambassador or as a student representative to help students to do what. So that certificate can help them to have more power when they apply for a master or when they apply for results. So that is kind of the first motivation. The second one is what they can learn. Actually, I'm very busy and I don't deny or I just probably say that I'm very confident and then I have my own personality which is worth them to learn from. So they also can, in front of me, they can know a lot of things from me, they can learn things from me. So that is the second motivation. The third one is resource. Actually, our student representative, like we have the senior students, every week or at least 1 week, at least 1 hour, they can ask our questions. So those are benefits. When you have something difficulty on your course, you can come and ask us. Because the senior one, all our GPA is about 600, so everyone has their own advantages. As long as you ask, we will give you the answer. And then when they are dealing with their group assignment, and when they're dealing with their group assignment, they will come to us first, and then we will help them to recheck, and then to see which one is your shortage, you need to improve what is your you need to improve. And then the second one is actually we have some activities for helping them to do a better presentation. In our student representative, I actually don't allow them to read their script during their group presentations. They need to write it down, they need to remember, they need to present, not read. So we help them from their academic way and then their personal ability way. So as long as they can learn things from this job or work as a student ambassador or representative, they won't feel I am doing nothing. And also that are the motivation because they can learn things from the work what they're doing. So that is the most things I think they can motivate.